Taking a moment to pause and breathe as we allow our nervous system to calm down. As we find this opportunity for the floor to support us, we begin to notice where we soften, where we let go. We notice where we were hanging on. As we recognize those areas that we were hanging on to, let the same sense of ease stay with us throughout our practice. Notice when you begin to pull or hang on to those areas again. Let's bend our knees, draw our knees into our chest, and give them a hug. And then taking one of our blocks, place it between our legs. And we're going to support our lower leg as much as our upper leg. Then open up our arms out like wings. Let's lower our knees over to the right and pause. Feeling the opening across the front of our body on our left side. We have the option of keeping our gaze up to the ceiling or turning it to the left. If we're turning it to the left, lift your head up first, rotate your head, and then slowly lower your head back down. And bringing our head back to center. Let's gently lift our block up as we draw our knees back up to center and then lower them over to the left. Opening the right side of the front of our body, our low back. Keeping our belly hugged in. And gently hugging our block with our legs. Let's lift our knees back up to the ceiling. Release the block off to the side and hug our knees into our chest. Releasing our feet down to the mat. Let's open up our arms out like wings again. We're going to take our left hand, reach it up to the ceiling, and then lift our head and our left shoulder, and then reach our left hand over towards our right hand. Lengthening the back side of our body this time in rotation. Lifting our left hand up, lower our head and our left shoulder down, and then release our arm. Lift our right hand up to the ceiling, lift our right shoulder and our head. Reach our right hand over to the left and drive our right hip down to the floor. Keeping our belly hugged in. And lift our right hand up, lower our right shoulder down, and open up our chest. Let's draw our knees into our chest, give them a hug. And then either roll to one side or rock forward and back. We're going to come up to a seated position, bringing our blocks with us. Placing our blocks on each side of our mat, let's rise up tall through our spine. And then on our next exhale, we're going to lift our hands and turn our chest to the right. Let our hands come back down, and we're going to grab the blocks and place our hands on top of the blocks at about a level 1. Then I want you to push your hands into the blocks, straightening your arms, and rise up tall through our spine. And then soften our spine. Let's lift our blocks up, unwind our twist, and then on our next exhale, twist to the left, put our blocks down, and then straighten our arms, especially our back arm. Feeling our spine lift and lengthen, noticing that the hips tip forward, crown of our head lifts up. And slowly unwinding our twist, bringing our blocks with us. We're going to place them on each side of our mat and then flip over to all fours. Finding all fours with a neutral spine. Let's inhale, open up our heart. And then exhaling, rounding our back. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Flow one more time. Your breath. Bringing our spines to neutral. Let's curl our toes under, lift our knees, draw our hips up and back for a short downward facing dog. Taking most of our weight to our lower body. Lifting our tailbone up, allowing our body to sink down. And then rise up, walk forward, and fold. Inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Walk both feet back. Lower all the way down. Cobra, opening our heart. Lower all the way down. Hug our bellies in. Press up and back. Downward facing dog. Walk forward, front of our mat. And fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend our knees, rise all the way up. And hands come together in front of our heart. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Walk both feet back. Lower all the way down. Cobra, opening our heart. And downward facing dog. Walk forward, front of our mat. And fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend our knees, rise all the way up. Hands come to heart center. Releasing our hands down to our side. Let's step back to the center of our mat. And then from here, we're just going to start to march out our feet. So lifting opposite arm and opposite foot and switch. And then hold with one foot up. It doesn't matter which one. Extend our leg out, kick it back, switching arms. And then we're going to sweep our foot out to the side and bring it forward and put it down. Other side, kick our foot back, switching arms. Sweep it out to the side and forward, bring switching arms again and put it down. Opposite leg lifts, extend our leg, sweep back, switch arms, sweep out to the side and forward, switch arms, and put our foot down. Switching sides, extend our leg, kick our foot back, switching arms, sweep out to the side and forward, switching arms, and then put our foot down. And knee up, extend, switch arms as we kick back, and sweep out to the side and forward, switching arms, and put it down. Finish up on the other side, extend, and kick back, switch arms, and sweep out to the side, switch arms, and put it down. Step forward to the front of our mat. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Rise up halfway and fold. Walk both feet back. Lower down. And we're going to grab a hold of both of our blocks. And I want you to bring them in close to our side of our ribs and tilt them at an angle. so that they're kind of at like a little bit of a 45. And then we're going to put our shoulders on top of the blocks, extend our arms back so that our palms are facing down and our fingers are reaching back. Then lower our head down to the mat. And I want you to adjust the blocks so that they're right at the head of our shoulders. On our next inhale, lift our head, turn our gaze forward. And then exhale, lower down and relax. Inhale, lift our head, turn our gaze forward. On our next exhale, turn our head to the right and lower our head down. Softening through our upper back, the front of our chest, our shoulders. On our next inhale, lift our head, turn our gaze forward. Exhale, gaze to the left and lower our head down. On our next inhale, lift our head, turn our gaze forward. And then exhale, lower our forehead down to the mat. Softening our shoulders and our upper back. Now pull our shoulder blades down our back. Lift our head up. Turn our gaze forward. Holding and breathing. Releasing the blocks out from underneath our shoulders, place them off to the side. Bring our hands to the side of our ribs. Keep hugging those elbows in tight. And then lower our head down, keeping our elbows hugged in tight. Lower our shoulders, hug our belly in, press up and back, downward facing dog. Walk forward in front of our mat and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend our knees, rise all the way up. Hands come together in front of our heart. Lift our right heel, step our right foot back, open up our chest, pull our elbows down, and then slowly step forward, bringing our hands together in front of our heart. Step our left foot back nice and slow, opening up our chest, and slowly step forward, Hands come together in front of our heart. With grace, lifting our right foot, open up our arms, step back, bringing our shoulders over our hips, pulling our head back, keeping our ribs hugged in, and then slowly push off, come forward, put our hands together in front of our heart, lift our left heel, lift our left foot, step back, open up our arms, bring our shoulders back over our hips, tuck our tailbone, feel the head pull back, ribs hug in, and then leaning forward, push off, bring our hands together in front of our heart, put our foot down. From here, we're going to lift our right foot, kick our right foot back, hinging from our left hip. We're extending our right foot back behind us, turning our gaze down. Come up nice and slow, drawing our knee into our chest. And then put our foot down. Lift our left knee. Kick our left foot back, hinging from our hips. Start to extend our left leg. Turn our gaze down as we keep a flat back. And then slowly come up, drawing our left knee back out in front of us. And put our foot down. Lift our right knee. Standing up tall. Kick our right foot back, open up our arms out to the side. Shoulder blades firm on our back. And bring our hands together in front of our heart as we draw our right knee forward. And put our right foot down. Lift our left knee, draw it out in front of us. Kick our left foot back as we hinge from our right hip. Open up our arms. And slowly come up, drawing our left knee forward, hands to heart center. And put our foot down. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Walk both feet back. Lower down. Inhale, open our heart. Exhale, hug our bellies in as we lower down. Inhale, press up and back, downward facing dog. Walk our hands back one full hand length. Shifting our weight back into our feet a little bit. We're going to walk our feet out a little bit wider. So towards the edges of our mat. Lift our tailbone up, soften our knees, reach our hips back, let our heels get heavy. Reach our right hand towards our left leg. Let our right shoulder soften down as we turn our gaze to the left. Feel that left shoulder get strong and solid. Shoulder blade firm on our back. Take our right hand back out in front of us. Spread our fingers wide. Then take our left hand, reach it towards our right leg. Maybe it makes it to the floor, maybe it makes it to our knee, maybe we slide down to our ankle. Rotating our upper body. Right shoulder blade is firm on our back. Bring our left hand back out in front of us. Walk our feet back in, hip width distance apart. Then walk forward in front of our mat and fold. Bend our knees, rise all the way up. And hands come together in front of our heart. From here, open up our arms out like wings. Feel our shoulder blades get strong on our back as our thumbs point up. And then we're going to hug our shoulder blades together, draw our elbows in like you're trying to push them back behind us. Then lift our right heel, then our right knee, and then twist to the right as we keep our chest open. Unwind our twist. Put our right foot down. Keep those elbows pushing back behind us, ribs hugged in, shoulders down away from our ears. Shift our weight into our right foot, lift our left heel, lift our left knee, and twist to the left as we keep our elbows hugged back behind us. Unwind our twist. Put our left foot down. Reach our right hand up to the ceiling. And then switch sides. And switch. And switch. We're finding a little bit of rotation as we turn our gaze up towards our top hand. Finding a little bit of stability within the neck. We're lengthening the side of the body. Mainly finding movement in our spine and stability within our neck. Though depending on what you got going on in your body, a lot more might be happening. Maybe there's more balance involved. And bring our hands back to our side. We're going to lift our right heel, step our right foot back, and turn our toes out to the long edge of our mat. So setting up for a warrior two position within our lower body. Front knee points towards the front of our mat in line with our toes. Back toes point towards the side of our mat, and our back leg is straight. From here, we're going to take our left hand to our left thigh, slide it down towards our knee, and then open up our chest. Then lower our hand down, maybe to our inner thigh. Maybe elbow comes to our thigh. And then we're continuing to open up our chest. Right hand can reach up to the ceiling if we like. Choosing a hand place or a head placement that honors you. Gaze could be up to the ceiling, directly out in front of you, or towards your bottom foot. Then come up. Hands are going to relax at our side. We're going to pivot on our back foot, facing the front of our mat, hinge forward, arms come out. Lift our back foot, step forward, and put our foot down. We're going to shift our weight to our right foot, lift our left heel, kick our left foot back, and turn our toes out to the long edge of our mat as we set up for warrior two, other side. Front knee in line with toes, back leg straight, toes pointing to the side of your mat. Hips are fairly level. Right hand's going to come to our thigh. Listening to how we move through our hips and our spine, slide our right hand towards our knee. Should feel the right hip shift back and both hips are tipping forward. Spine is neutral. Maybe hand comes to the inside of our leg. Maybe our elbow comes down to our thigh. Opening up our chest. Left hand reaches up. Gaze at whatever honors you. Slowly come up. Let our arms relax down. Lift our back heel, pivot on our back foot. Hips are now facing the front of our mat. Arms open up. Hinge forward from our front hip. Lift our back foot. Slowly draw it in and put it down. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Walk both feet back, lowering our knees down to the mat. We're going to grab a hold of our blocks, place them in the center of our mat. And then I want you to walk your knees out wide, bring your toes together, sink your hips back towards your heels. Draw the blocks in, one in front of the other, so you have a nice long line with your blocks. And then we're going to lower our belly and our chest to the blocks and slide the blocks down so that your head can rest towards the floor and off the front edge of our blocks. If you want a little more height and you have a towel, you can place a towel over your blocks. Hands can come in any position that feels good for you. If you prefer, you can stack one block on top of the other for a little more height. We're looking to support right around the belly button region so that we can find a supported child's pose. We can let our tailbone hang down to the floor, our head hang down to the floor so that we can lengthen our spine, creating a little more space in whatever area we need the most. For some of us, that's the neck. For others, it's the low back or the back of our hips, or maybe it's both. Very slowly lift our head, walk our hands in underneath our shoulders, and then press ourselves up. We're going to remove our props from underneath us. Come to an all fours position. Gaze down towards the floor, find spinal alignment. And then extend our right foot back, press through our heel.
Put our right knee down. Extend our left foot back, press through our heel. Put our left knee down, extend our left hand forward, rotate our arms so our thumb points up. Put our left hand down, right hand comes forward, rotate our arms so our thumb points up. Put our right hand down, right foot comes back again, press through our heel. Right knee down, left foot back, press through our heel. Left knee down, left hand forward. Left hand down, right hand forward. Right hand down, crawl forward to the front of our mat. We're going to lie down in a heart opener. So we're going to take our blocks behind us. You can also use your towel or blanket if you'd rather not use blocks. And we're going to find the block for our head a little bit taller than the block for our spine. And the block for our spine runs the same length as our mat. And the block for our head runs parallel with the side of our mat. So we're going to set up, legs in front of us, hands come back, lower one elbow down, then the other, and then line up the block for your spine with the center of your back. Then we're going to lower our head down, making sure the block for our head is lined up. Arms are going to come out, palms facing up, and then close our eyes. Drawing our awareness back to our bodies. Let our breath begin to deepen. And draw our arms to our side, palms facing down. Engage our belly, hugging it in towards our spine. Lift our head, walk our elbows back, and then lift one elbow and then the other. And let's find our way back to a comfortable seat. Rising up tall through our spine. Allow our body to kind of relax back to a neutral position. Feel our belly engage, the front of our ribs gently hug in. Our chest opens, our shoulders soften down. Our head gently pulls back. And it's okay if there's a little bit of wobbling going on. And bring our hands together in front of our heart, sealing in all that we found in this practice of letting go through rotation, balance, opening the back of our body, softening our shoulders, opening the front of our body. Take all of this as a gift that we can place in our heart as we continue to learn about our body and how it moves and how we can work with our nervous system and our breath to find peace within our body. Namaste.